Yo, what's up? What's poppin'? What's happening? It's your boy, it's your dog, it's the God, it's the GOAT, it's Thomas the Prophet here, man. How y'all doing? How I'm doing? Shit. Honestly, I'm tired as hell. but I just had to put some material out, I got a lot of things on my mind. And if y'all don't know, because I've been talking about it for like past couple years, your boy finally got his license. Boom. Yeah, but anyways, I finally got my license, man, after such a long time, and man, 7 years of going through shit. Couldn't I didn't get my license for a while because of own personal family stuff, and I was more in my head was just in other places. My old, like, no one's to blame or at fault except me because I couldn't focus because my focus was just in other places like love and stuff, and y'all know how that turned out. But anyways, but it's about time I finally got it now. I just gotta find a car, but the journey don't stop, man. The one thing I had to tell myself was just to stay humble, stay thankful, stay grateful, appreciative, grounded, just stay good and stay real and stay learning or some shit. But just stay humble, man. And like stay humble at the success. But this video here, I guess I just wanted to we keep it honest, vulnerable, and truthful over here, man. We keep it raw and real. And I just think about how a lot of things in life, like, just think about my own personal life and just everything I grew up in, everyone I grew up around, or everything I grew up around, but yeah, everyone I grew up around and everything I grew up in, whether I was around it or not, whether I just heard things, whenever I seen things and witnessed things, partaken in things, I just can't help but to just think about life and how people were, my environments, like, look at the camera, how people, sorry, I feel paranoid, and my bedroom door is open and it's dark. I really suffer some bad paranoia, but I just can't help but to think a lot of times. It's just like everything really didn't need to be the way it is. Know what I mean? I'm bring myself a little closer. Hopefully that's better. But a lot of times in life, we let the excuse of what we gone and been through affect us. Like, I could say growing up just in my mind and just seeing how it affected others. Like, I'm from New Jersey. I grew up in Piscataway, which is next to Plainfield, which is like really a hood, but like a suburban hood, suburban ghetto. But even though I was the first, chill. But yeah, it just I always just call it suburban ghetto or hood. And the boy D talked about it in this video. Like, go watch him at David the King. But I remember I was talking. It was a long time ago, and we was talking about how everything we grew up in was just ratchet and ghetto as fuck. And what he was talking about in this video, it just helped. And me just thinking about everything I've been going through in my own personal life, especially the past 2 years of just healing, learning, growing, maturing, and all that. Shit is just way too painful. Like, even like friendships and relationships with people that on the same mission as me, are just like me, but themselves, because we all different. Even our relationship is friendship is strained because of our trauma and pain, and how either either or side projected, you know, onto each other because when good people are hurt, you can either go bad or be still remain as who you are, but you got some scars and it's gonna make you angry. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people. Like I just think about everything was just fucking stupid and unnecessary, bro. Everything in my old girl, my old relationship, everything my homies, man, my old homies, how they switched it, like literally, everyone done switched up, bro. And I pray to God, and thank God every day. Like I even put this post up, like yesterday or the other day, and Happy 4th of July if y'all celebrate that shit. We all know that America really ain't free though. Independence Day, these nuts. Like seriously, there's no freedom or independence here. Shit, gas prices going up somewhere here, and the economy's crashing. Morals is at an all-time low. Everyone's shameless as fuck, man. I could rant and complain, or when people say, "Oh, you bitching to clean," you niggas just telling the truth. But anyway, it just hurts that everything is what it is in life. But it's like you had to go through pain to grow. But it's just like, why is that gotta be? Like we equate emotional, psychological, mental, spiritual trauma to elevation. Yeah, for someone that constantly goes through anxiety and depression and sadness and loneliness and grief and sorrow and guilt and hatred all the fucking time every day, where it's hard to like try to make friends when you want to make friends, and I'm 23, and when you just trying to keep your soul intact in a soulless world where everyone done sold their soul and it became worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Living in this world is hard. And honestly, a lot of people really make it this way. People always talk about the real world. And a lot of things is true. It's like even an Attack on Titan. It's like they say the world is just, we was all born in a world cruel. And that's true. But at the same time, it's just like, we make shit this way. We make ourselves and each other this way, man. And I'm just like, am I the only one that's sick of it? No, I constantly question, why am I the way I am? You know what I mean? Out of everyone I ever knew, out of everyone I ever been around, out of everything I grew up in, listened to, watched, absorbed in, taken, seen, everything. I was always different, and I like that. I strive and try my absolute best to be different when I could easily give in to temptations of drugs and sex and women and alcohol and partying and clubbing and being out here in these streets, but something won't make me besides my own personal internal issues. It's like I just peep the scene and how corrupt a lot of shit is. And I just think about my childhood and my trauma and my teenage years. It's just like I really grew up with some kids because we were kids. If you went to school with me, if you grew up with me, like yo, we was like, it was wild as fuck to think about. And I had this conversation with a lot of people close to me, whether it was a long time ago or recent. But I just think about it, man. Niggas was really kids doing a lot of shit they shouldn't have been doing, trying and to be adults and grown. Like niggas was having sex at 12, 13. Girls was losing their virginities at 12, 13 and having sex from middle school to high school and now. And both sides is racking up the body count. Motherfuckers was fucking doing, smoking hookahs in the bathroom in middle school, dog. Niggas was smoking weed. People was drinking. People was getting into trouble talking about gang banging. Niggas getting arrested in high school. Everyone's fighting and divulging in violence. Everyone's cheating on each other. Everyone's wrecking each other's relationships. And when I remember when I got out of high school, bro, it was so crazy. It was not even what I did. It just, people closest to me was doing and have been doing for a long time as I learned. Because the thing is crazy is like I was always someone that unnecessarily, well, not unnecessarily, unnoticing mind their business. You know what I mean? And that whole mind their business thing really kind of ticks me a certain way because it's like a it's like a tick thing because of why I was always hearing. But I was just always someone that kept to themselves, and I hear about people and what they was doing or how they was later on in life from what they was doing in high school was just like shit. It was like they was like that. Like someone told me that this one girl, like I went to school with, like was really in these streets, like was starting it up, fucking everyone, and just doing all bunch of crazy shit. She was a cute, beautiful girl too. But then it's like you hear that she was molested and touched and this, that, and the third. She had her father issues, and I was just like, damn, this sounds like my old girl over again. And that just ended up being a lot of cases for a lot of girls and even a lot of guys, cause a lot of men, a lot of us men don't really was never like taught to talk about our shit. Like one thing I really learned about myself, and the crazy thing is, I'm always talk about being honest, vulnerable, open, truthful, raw, real, open, revealing. I was never really direct. I always had trouble communicating, opening up, expressing myself, telling my truths, and just a lot, bro. My own family, my friends, and I think it's fair to say a lot of people I know and knew was like that. We're scared to because we're scared of getting hurt, and I understand, man. I was even having to talk with my mom was like today about that, just for everything growing up, with just personal shit I'm going through, or just personal shit that was happening and going on. Like we all really grew up mean, cruel, cold, heartless, disrespectful, like inhumane as fuck. Like, and the one thing, like, because we really grew up in a social media age, like, and this is gonna be a separate video, but just talking about it in this video too is just like how social media and entertainment make us like joke about and laugh at things we shouldn't be, like people dying or people getting their heart broken, people getting cheated on and backstabbed. It's like we make jokes and make fun about all that shit. It's like someone died, someone got their heart broken, someone invested all their love and time in a relationship and it's ruined. Someone's baby got killed, someone's cousin, and like ever since we were children, and no matter how much the ego and the defense mechanism inside wants to not admit it, as a 23-year-old man speaking for everyone, we're still kids. Sorry. It sounded like I was about to cry, but I had a little hiccup. But like, yo, for serious, we're still kids, man. And it's sad to think about. It really has been going on for decades, for centuries, because nothing's new under the sun, right? But I feel like it's just a time to break these generational curses. And we live in a time where everything's just becoming worse instead of better. It's really some heavy spiritual warfare here. You feel it personally in your own life because I felt it personally in my own life, my entire life. You see it, what you watch or look at, what the fashion and trend and all that other stupid bullshit is. What's popular on the radio, who's popping, what female artist is popping, what male artist is popping. Because I grew up in an era with the Chirac, like drill scene was popping, and a lot of niggas that I grew up with was modeling themselves off that shit. Even if Plainfield, Piscataway was a hood and all this other shit, like niggas was not like that. A lot of people done changed themselves up. I remember people used to dress like no ASAP Rocky when ASAP Mob was popping. in middle school, and there was Odd Future, and then these Chicago niggas come out, and their kids them damn selves talking about and going through everything they going through: drugs, sex, violence, murder, killing, guns, and a bunch of stealing, robbing, a bunch of all this wild shit. Know what I mean? And then you just don't realize how much we model ourselves off of that. And then the crazy thing you don't realize, because I grew up like really listening to old school hip hop. Like, look at the shirt. I had the shirt since I was like fucking in middle school, dog. It's one of my favorite shirts ever. It's a little, but I still have. But grew up listening to this, like Dre. Who else? I didn't really grow up listening to Snoop. I didn't really learn about Kane until later. Who else? Where's Pac? Where's Pac at? Pac is on the shirt. Where's Pac at? There he is. I really grew up listening to Pac. I can't tell who this is. Of course, I grew up really in middle school. This is my boy, top five. My boy M. I think that's Scarface. I grew up listening to The Diary. I can't tell if that's RZA or someone. I don't know. This is just a random like shirt. And of course, Biggie. I grew up listening to Biggie a lot, and we'll dive into him. I didn't really grow up listening to Ice-T. I didn't really listen to Meth like that. Method Man. A lot of these females be drooling over him. I grew up listening to Fifth, 50, Get Rich, Die Trying. I grew up listening to Jay a lot. And I didn't really grow up listening to Most Def. I didn't really grow up listening to like that. And I didn't really grow up listening to KRS like that. KRS-One. But a lot of these rappers I named on the show is rappers I grew up off. And the crazy thing is, these dudes were talking about the same fucking toxic shit a lot of these new rappers is talking about. They just sound better and rap better because they was actually passionate to hip hop and rap. And you know how I always talk about black culture because I'm a black man, of course, and I consider myself a black revolutionary in my own way. Like how like our minds, especially my mind, grew up model thinking that, oh, I gotta fuck hella bitches, or I gotta have the chains and the watches, or I wanna be in the gang, or I'm about to rock niggas. I wanna kill niggas. I wanna fight niggas. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes grew up in those environments, and a lot of that behavior is sensationalized, even to this day, if not worse. A lot of these, younger cats or people the same age as me, are still older, male and female alike, don't even have talent. But it's not about talent, just that. It's about what's been projected, like the image in our community culture. And yes, this happens with white people, Spanish people, every other race. I just can't help to think about us, my people, the people that always want to be talked about. But when we really get to talking about black people and our shit, then niggas like, oh, they want to point, and they want to point at the white man. Yes, they are at fault for a lot, but we're also at fault for a lot too. And I just think about how a lot of this shit really, it fucked everything up, bro. It's like, I'm gonna speak mad candidly as I continue to grow up and mature and learn and understand my flaws and imperfections and my humanity. I still love and care about a lot of people and things from my past. And I'm kind of saying what I wrote word for word in my Instagram post, link in the description. It's like, I really love, care for, and about, miss and yearn for a lot of things and people in my past, in my life, that was not even good, healthy, positive, loyal for me. My old girl, my old homies, who I used to be around. And the crazy thing is, it's like a Stockholm syndrome. A lot of these people used to really harass the fuck out of me, bully me, degrade me, belittle me. Like all I ever tried and wanted to be was a good person, someone that sincerely strives to do the right thing. And where I'm from, and just growing up in Jersey, or even grew up around in black culture or every or hooded ghetto area, no matter if it's suburban or the most gutters or the middle point, what's bad is good and what's good is bad. If you're an asshole, that means you're strong. If you're a nice person or a nice guy, you're weak and you be stepped on. Like if you ain't cheating on your girl, then you ain't a real man. Or asserting your dominance to show that, oh, you got options and you got to put a bitch in her place. But if you're a loving, caring, loyal, respectful man, you're a simp. You're a cuck, and you just it's just a lot of these things you just learn nowadays. Like, and or if you're a woman that really respects herself and love herself, ain't showing her body too much, if at all, and you're actually who you truly are as a woman, then you're boring. You're a basic lame bitch. You're a pick me, especially if you're a woman that actually want to treat women right. But if you're a mean, ratchet, loud hooker bitch, a fucking thought, a gold digger that always want to cause trouble and always be on some bullshit, that's out here sucking and fucking every nigga, stealing money off nigga, every nigga gold digging, selling drugs, doing drugs. Cause I grew up with females like that, surprisingly, as I learned in later years. And if you're cheating on niggas all lie, if you treating a nigga wrong, then you're that bitch. You a boss bitch. Like you at every party shaking ass and dancing on niggas. I had done like you're that bitch. You're really independent. You're a real feminist or whatever the fuck is considered. It's like, and it's a shame, bro. Cause we all, whether I speak from my my old girl, my next girl, whoever she is, my old homies, my current homies, my future homies, my past associates, my present associates, my future associates, my my cousins, my brother, and hopefully not to God, my little sister, because I had to make sure. Hopefully, I do all right with that. My daughter, say, nah, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids, man. I know you thought I had kids, yeah, you got me fucked up. Nah, yeah, I'm 23. I got too much to do. But for real though, and just everyone, just everyone, bro. It really shouldn't be this way. But a lot of people don't want to be accountable nor responsible for their mistakes or what they think is mistakes in being human when it's really not. Cause a lot of times, a lot of people, a lot of shit people call it mistakes or were is and were actually choices. Like people made choices, not mistakes, and people really need to learn and accept that. But it's the fact that you try to do the best you can and try to fight for for something that's more than you, bigger than you. Do what's right and you're shunned. But when you join into that ignorance and evil, because we really grew up in a time of ignorance, evil, toxicity, bad, wrong, and backwardsness, double standards, hypocrisy, and I could say as that as a man, like, yeah, I really grew up a lot of hypocrisy, double standards as a man amongst males, and now I'm seeing it a lot with females and women or whatever you want to call them. This shit is just hurting everyone, bro. Everyone's hurt. It's like everyone is suffering and going through something, man. We all got trauma. We all got some type of anxiety, depression, insecurities, like some type of hatred, some kind of anger, some type of bitterness, some type of resentment, some type like some coping mechanism, some defense mechanism. Like a lot of my defense don't really let me speak as transparently as I want to, cause I'm scared. Fear is fucking us up. Like it's hard to bond and connect in a world where everything and everyone is so fucking impure. And it's not even just about being perfect. It's about being a good person and doing the right thing. And a lot of people don't even get nor support that. Like me making these videos out here, I say it all the time, just trying to connect with people while trying to work with myself or trying to find a network with people besides my homies or despite what our relationships might be with each other, because a lot of shit is strained because of arguments and fights, and it hurts because a lot of my friendships, whether they did it or I did it, it really should not be like that. A lot of people I value, I don't even talk to a lot, bro. Cause honestly, bro, I'm just say it. A lot of people hurt me with their shit, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are hurt with this shit. And it's a shame and it's sad that it's like that. It's sad that we're beefing and fighting instead of uniting and loving each other, man. As men to men, women to women, women to men, women to men to women. It's a shame, dog. We only unite for the bullshit when we out here clubbing and smoking and drinking and fucking and doing drugs and fighting and doing all the bad shit, man. And then they say if that's what you focus on, then that's what you make your world. But it's not even like that. This is just what it is. Know what I'm saying? It's a shame that you're crazy and you're weird or you're this and that. Cause I know I'm crazy and weird. I had to learn to accept that. Like even just asking about body counts or being curious about people's past or just really questioning why people doing so wrong or acting so uncaring and so heartless and just want to not be good or do good or be better people. If you try to live for God, but not in just a religious sense, but just in a sense of righteousness, know what I mean? Just good, a love, a life, a hope. That you're the weird one, but if you're supporting all this lying and cheating and stealing and home wrecking and fighting and game banging and killing and drug culture, drinking, clubbing, smoking, and all this shit, then you're lit, you're fun, you're really that dude, you a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? Why is that our truth? We make this shit this way, and that's what motherfuckers made it, dog. This shit hurts. We could say there's bigger problems in the world, such as the gas crisis or everything going on with abortion, and that's like a whole mixed bag, or gay rights or this and that, but it all ties in its own ways. Like, even though a lot of females need to learn to embrace their true femininity, and a lot of males need to embrace their masculinity, even though both men and women have masculine and feminine energy, which is a real topic that need to be talked about. It's just about what even being a man or woman is, or just being yourself in a true way. None of this. I'm not even gonna go there, man. I'm not even gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But like seriously, man, it's hard. It's hard just to function sometimes. And I've been through. My life right now, I never, you gonna see it in the description, because whenever I put up something or post something, you will see my ideas and, what I'm thinking notes. Where I'm at right now in my life, I was not expecting my life to be here, bro. You know, you follow the stigma and everything they condition and program in your head. And I thank God I didn't go to college, because niggas was wilding. I seen, bro. And I don't even drink or smoke. And it's something it's probably not the problem to drink and smoke, but it's just everything I grew up in and seen and heard, bro. A lot of niggas was getting girls high and drunk, to fuck. And a lot of girls was willing to fuck niggas, suck niggas' dicks, just for some weed or for some liquor. And just all this crazy. I grew up in this shit, man. It don't matter where you from or where you not from. This shit is real. This is my life. This is my truth, bro. I heard this shit. I witnessed this shit. I seen this shit. And these same people that made these mistakes are the ones that mad at you because you talk about it. And you gotta get some shit off your chest. I've been through it. They don't realize how much that shit hurts you. The people I love and used to be with don't realize how much their actions, whether I was involved or not, how much that shit hurt me, because I fight. Because I'm fighting for our human rights. No, I'm fighting for humanity. People just, I was always that nigga that people just didn't get or understand. I was always the outlier. And even though I was told I was cool, I was a nice guy, I was a good guy, this and that, then why the fuck I'm the loneliest? Because I keep it the realest. I never changed. Well, at least I never changed for the worse, like a lot of my peers and loved ones did. Like I'm happy, and happy is something I'm really truly not. I don't think any of us is truly happy in this generation. Like I'm happy that God has me the way that I am, cause I know it's for a reason. It has to be. Like even though I be hating social media and have a beef with it, like I'm recording on this camera. I am exuding my my heart, my soul, cause I am the heart and the soul. I ain't just the prophet. I'm the heart and the soul, cause I'm really the heart and soul of a lot of this shit. I claim it, I earned it, I work for it, and I own it. Know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm doing this, for this social media shit, this real life shit, for black culture, for hip hop, or whatever the fucking definitions is. Whether I'm just spazzing on the camera or just looking at the camera like I'm ODB or something. This is me in my core. Even though human beings are multifaceted, we're complex, we're complicated. But it's just that it hurts that I did not see life going this way. I did not see like people going the way they did, or being the way they was, or turning out the way they turned out. God saved my life from a lot of shit. God saved me, bro. You may not look in the religious sense, because people got beef with the Bible. People have their own complex relationships with God, because I know I got my own complex relationship with him. But on some real, and I hate that I'm not grateful or having more gratitude than I really want, I was saved, bro. I could have been in jail right now because of everything I was going through with my ex, bro. I could have been doing some shit and involved with some shit, or living a life that I shouldn't have been, just being around old homies when they was in their activities trying to fit in, be accepted, and be cool and all this other shit. I really could have been. I grew up in Orange, bro. Now I moved to Piscataway when I was 10. I could have stayed out there. Even though my mom and my father was in my, like, both, I had both my parents. A lot of people have both their parents and still be on some bullshit. Because of, people have problems and issues, you know what I'm saying? I could have been out there in them streets. I could have been out there claiming flags because I grew up thinking I was going to be in jail or shot or gang banging at 7 years old for some reason. I don't know why. I really could have been so much shit. I could have been still around niggas that that was bullying me, name calling me, harassing me, making fun of me all the time because I wanted their validation and acceptance, because I just wanted a friend. Something I never really had growing up, when it was hard, and it's still hard. I could have been still on my old page, following a bunch of motherfuckers divulging themselves in toxic lifestyles and choices on my old IG. I could have still been having my... People don't realize the little things is just as important as the big things. Sometimes people don't realize what their life choices and decisions really entail. And I'm glad that I've been made so soulful. I'm like, I've always been spiritual in my own way. I've always been a real spiritual person, even though I struggle. I'm happy I'm a conscious, intuitive, aware, thoughtful, mindful, educated, enlightened, awake, and aligned tune. I'm happy that I'm a good person, at least trying to be. I'm happy that I want to do the right thing, but it's hard to be around motherfuckers. I'm happy that I ain't no hoe ass nigga. I ain't a fuckboy. I don't like hoe ass niggas. I don't like fuckboys, and I know and deal with a lot of them. I known and dealt with a lot of them. Same niggas that'll complain and bitch about a female doing this and that, but wanna fuck that same bitch. And the crazy thing is, growing up as a little nigga, you gonna have that mindset, but it's just like, after everything I've been through in my relationship and just growing up as a man, you don't wanna see a woman disrespect herself like that. But I'm from a suburban ghetto, a suburban hood, and I'm black. So that's kind of what most of our cultures seem to be, or what I've been conditioned and programmed to believe, what a lot of black females like. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, bro, because it really should not be this way, man. Yeah, we talk about therapy, and I might get the shit one day, but it's just like, it's way beyond that. This is real global. Yes, people in Africa and other third world countries are going through shit that makes the shit I'm talking about and everything I grew up with look like nothing. But the one thing I had to learn from what this one girl posted that I went to school with years ago is that it don't matter if your pain is 7 feet deep or 20 feet deep. Pain is pain, and your pain matter. And after feeling like everyone's pain was more than mine and I was insignificant, it mattered. Our shit matter. We matter. Our pain matter. Whether our parents don't say it, whether our exes, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, our homies, or whoever say your shit ain't shit. Our shit matters. But the thing is, we can't stop. We need to stop being apathetic about this shit, bro. And people hate being told what to do, or being a mother, or being a father, and shut the fuck up. Like, and people always want to talk about only how God can judge them. I made a real analysis, and even Tupac made a song about it. I was just listening to it before I turned this shit on. A lot of people that always want to say that, God can't judge me. I mean, only God can judge me and all that shit is some of the most hypocritical, unaccountable, irresponsible, ignorant people. People that don't want to own up to their shit or change their lives for the better, because people have a real problem with changing for the better. A lot of people nowadays really don't give a shit the way it's supposed to, because they hurt. People would rather do bad and the wrong and hurt someone and do something they're not supposed to do than do what's right and be good and hold it down, because a lot of people are scared of getting hurt. And I understand. I've been hurt my whole fucking life. But the thing is, two motherfucking lefts, even though it looks like I'm going to the right on the camera, I'm really motioning left. Two lefts don't make a right. And it's just like grown ass men, grown ass women, no matter what they going through, just can't seem to understand that shit. It makes me mad, dog. Grown ass people without sense. Proud hypocrites, proud cheaters, proud homewreckers, proud hoes, proud thoughts, proud gangbangers, proud drug dealers, proud plugs. All these, what the fuck is there to be proud of? What? What the fuck is there to be proud of for all this shit? This all that motherfuckers was owning up to or acting like they wasn't. Or be real hypocritical and saying that bitch was a hoe when you sucking dick and fucking mad niggas. I knew females like that. I knew niggas like that. I know niggas like that. Yes, I'm tweaking, but this is me. I'm an angry ass nigga with love and passion and care that's unmatched. Or there's motherfuckers out there on the same frequency and time as I am that really is loyal and hold it down as I am. But we don't get the shine that we deserve. But fuck it. We gonna earn it. We gonna work it. We gonna get there. God got a plan for us. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it. We just gotta be patient. Patience is one of the things we gotta learn. But the past really can make you or break you. And a lot of people that I know and knew that ain't in my life no more, let the past get to them and break them. After everything I've been through, by the grace of God, things might still hurt and break me, but I'm never letting nothing and nobody hurt and break me again. I don't want to change into a dickhead or a fuckboy. I still want to be a good guy. I still want to be a nice guy, especially with these females if they deserve me. I just had to learn how a female was and learn what not to be excused. Because the girl I loved more than anything hurt my heart after I gave her chance after chance after chance. One of my best friends since I grew up, and that shit did something, bro. My old homies that I gave chance again and again that wanted to live this life in the streets, getting arrested, smoking weed, doing all this dumb shit that a lot of trauma I live with. But the people closest into my life made me who I am today. And I may not be much. I still gotta find a car. I'm like, but I got my own place. Even though like none of this shit means shit. Man, all the external shit ain't shit. It's nice shit. Congratulations. You know, I worked for it. We all worked for it. But it's about your mind. It's about your heart. It's about your soul, your spirit, your conscience, your common sense, your morals, your morale, your your honor, your integrity, your dignity, your standards, your love, your loyalty, your respect, your care. That's the shit that really matters. We put too much emphasis on this material, external body shit because of what we grew up in this social media digital era. To the point we lost humanity, and I'm fighting for it. And I know people that's fighting for it. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't right, dog. And niggas need to wake the fuck up. Y'all, ladies, wake up. Stop hurting good men. Brothers, stop hurting good women. Don't get into relationships if you feel like you can't commit nor be loyal. Like, we need to move forward. And I miss a lot of things in people, bro. I say it in my core. I grew up in a lot of negativity. A lot of negativity, man. A lot of pain that rocked niggas. Whether people made themselves experience and go through worse, or got the same pain I do or less. Because a lot of people made themselves have more shit than me or whatever because of their choices. A lot of people want to be the streets or hoeing and fucking and doing this thing. They gave themselves their pain. And I gave myself pain too. But just because, you know what I'm saying? Just because you deal with people and you hurt yourself and I take accountability for my healing, don't mean people gotta hurt you the way they treat you the way they did. A lot of people didn't have to treat me the way they would to treat me the way they did because they're. And a lot of people don't even need to was supposed to treat you the way they was treating you because they was hurting. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. We all flawed, but listen. All this shit, everything is a lie. All of this was a lie. The degradation of of our culture, of our community, a generation, a time, whether you're black or a man or a woman, and what is normalized and popularized and called sexual feminine liberation or being a man or an alpha male, a sigma male, you know, all this retarded bullshit. Fuck all this. This shit is fake. That shit fake. Those are hurt people trying to make themselves shit they ain't, bro. Motherfuckers might make fun of me and clown me for this video. But at least niggas know that I'm speaking the motherfucking truth, man. Look at my motherfucking eyes, yo. This is me speaking truth. That's something that most motherfuckers can't speak. This is love right here, bro. This is care. This is loyalty. This is time. This is dedication. This is the heart. This is the soul. This is what I fight for. I don't be scared to post this, man. But this is probably one of my realest videos. But it's just like, I'm tired of us living and going through this pain, man. I'm tired of going through this. I honestly want love in my life. I'm waiting for a new girl, a new woman. I'm waiting for some more homies. I'm waiting to really get out there in my life. And one thing I wrote down like last week is that maybe you're waiting for all these things and people to come to you, but maybe you should go to all these things to people. And that's true, but the thing is, you can't chase. You gotta attract. So, like I said, it's all about the balance. I've really been through a lot in my life. A lot of people couldn't, understand, we too young to be feeling this old. Like, a lot of people are really kids, even though they seem older, but we're way too old, too young to be feeling so aged, you know what I mean? And I've always been a mature dude, but it's just like, this shit's something else, bro. I really wanted to, like, I really tried to save people from themselves because I seen the road they was going down. I don't know how I did, but I did. And I ended up hurting myself trying to do so. So that was lessons I had to learn, and I'm still learning to this day. I don't want to say I'm happy I had to go through it, because you really don't have to go through pain or grow up in harsh environments or go through certain shit just to make you like that. A lot of that shit mentally and emotionally, spiritually, psychologically break people. We live in a lost, broken generation, dealing with lost, broken, immature, ignorant, insecure, lustful, promiscuous, gluttonous, lying, cheating, stealing, grimy, foul, no good men and women, if we can even call them men and women, niggas and bitches, hoes and dots and fuck boys and females and all this, spite talk. But I know my heart and my heart's at hearts. I fight for the people that's trying to do the right thing and not change, don't become all this evil shit. Cause yo, we at war, man. And I really question, because something I wrote down too is whether all this war, all this cheating, all this evil and toxicity is really necessary for the advancement. Because of something I seen, like in the video I watched for like DC Kingdom Come, where humanity needs to be pushed to its limits and put in such a low state of pain and struggle that we got no choice but to force evolution. But are we really going to play the devil's game, y'all? Because we've been playing the devil game ever since we was children. With all this conditioning, programming, manipulation, institutionalization, brainwashing, um, possession, hypnotism, and just lostness and much more words, man. How long are we gonna keep playing this game until we learn this is real life? We need to take off the rose tinted fucking glasses and really start looking at shit. Know what I mean, what are we really living for? Are we really living for a bag, for a Bentley, for some Armani's, some fucking whatever else designer shit? Cause what I want to do in my life, and I had to really break it down because I've been constantly questioning of what I want to do, become and accomplish in my life. I just want to be a good person, and I just want to do right. I want to help, heal, save, rescue my people and myself. And I just want to I want to love and find love and do the right thing. But we put so much emphasis and we put on a pedestal a lot of meaningless shit. What made us that way? We all victims of circumstance. We're all hurting. We're all battered, broken, bruised, traumatized, heartbroken. But we can't let that be an excuse nor justification for becoming evil, mean, cruel, toxic, cold, heartless, rude, disrespectful, disloyal, manipulative, abusive, man. We need healing. We need love. We need to care. We need to grow the fuck up. We need to let go and move forward. We need, we just need, you know what I mean? But I don't know if God is ever going to come to this hellhole of an earth, because us human beings really do fuck up shit. But maybe if we could find a God in ourselves and each other, realize and talk about a lot of things in our past that affects us and hurt us as individuals, as a collective, as a generation, as a culture, as a community, as ethnicity, sex, genders, races, then maybe we could figure it out. Maybe I'm put make because the case, things is easier said than done, but we gotta try something, y'all. Because I just list to my life, and it's a lot, and I haven't even divulged. And I know there's more stories out there with other people, but I just want to do something about it. And hopefully I can find my family tribe doing this. But yo, Thank you for listening to it, brother. You know, it's time to wake up. It is time. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for rocking with me and just accepting me. Thank you and I love you.